What would you do if the child you raised, loved, and lost to silence suddenly reached out, desperate to reclaim a piece of the life they left behind? 5 years ago, my daughter, Emily, vanished from our lives. No calls, no texts, no explanations, just a void where her laughter used to be. My wife, Sarah, and I were left to piece together the fragments of her absence, raising her two young children, Mia and Lucas, who were only 4 and 2 when she left. We became their parents, their anchors, in a world that no longer made sense without their mother. Then, one rainy evening, the phone rang, and Emily's voice, shaky, raw, and pleading, broke through the silence, begging to speak to her kids. The day Emily left was etched into my heart like a scar. She was 24, vibrant but restless, always chasing something I could never quite name. She'd been struggling, jobless, heartbroken, spiraling into a darkness I couldn't reach. One night, after a heated argument about her reckless choices, she stormed out, leaving Mia and Lucas asleep in their beds. A note on the counter read, "I need to find myself. I'm sorry." That was it. No forwarding address, no way to reach her. For weeks, I drove past her old haunts, hoping to catch a glimpse of her. Months turned into years, and hope faded into routine. Mia stopped asking when Mommy would come back. Lucas barely remembered her face. Sarah and I poured everything into the kids. Mia, with her mother's fiery spirit, grew into a curious 8-year-old, always sketching animals in her notebook. Lucas, now 6, was quieter, his big brown eyes searching for answers he couldn't voice. We told them stories about Emily, her love for stargazing, her terrible cooking, her infectious laugh, hoping to keep her alive in their hearts. But the truth was, I was angry. Angry at Emily for abandoning them, for abandoning us. Yet, beneath that anger, I ached for my little girl, lost somewhere in a world that had swallowed her whole. The call came on a Thursday, the kind of dreary evening where the rain seemed to carry the weight of the world. I was helping Mia with her homework when the phone buzzed. An unknown number. I almost ignored it, but something instinct maybe made me answer. "Dad." Her voice was a ghost, fragile and unfamiliar. "It's me, Emily. Please, don't hang up." My heart stopped. Sarah, sensing the shift, froze at the kitchen counter. Emily's words tumbled out, a torrent of regret and desperation. She was in a halfway house, she said. She'd hit rock bottom: addiction, bad choices, a life unraveled, but she was trying to climb back. "I need to see them, Dad. Mia and Lucas. Please." I wanted to scream, to demand answers for the years of silence, for the nights I held Mia as she cried for her mother. But her voice, so broken, held me back. She wasn't the defiant girl who'd left. She was a stranger, humbled by pain. I told her I'd think about it. Sarah and I stayed up all night, wrestling with the decision. The kids deserved a mother, but did they deserve the risk of more heartbreak? What if she disappeared again? We decided to meet her first, to see if the Emily we loved was still there. The reunion was at a park, neutral ground. Emily looked older, thinner, her eyes carrying shadows of the life she'd lived. Mia clung to my hand, wary, while Lucas hid behind Sarah. Emily knelt, tears streaming, and spoke softly. "I'm so sorry, sweethearts. I wasn't strong enough then, but I'm trying to be now." Mia, always the brave one, stepped forward first. "Why didn't you call us?" she asked, her voice small but sharp. Emily's answer was honest, raw. She'd been lost, she said, but she'd never stopped loving them. Lucas, hesitant, finally took her hand, and I saw a spark of the old Emily in her smile. We didn't rush things. Emily visited weekly, supervised, rebuilding trust one moment at a time. She brought Mia sketchbooks, played soccer with Lucas, and listened to their stories with a hunger that broke my heart. She was trying, really trying. But forgiveness is a slow burn. Mia sometimes pulled away, her loyalty torn between the mother she'd lost and the grandparents who'd raised her. Lucas, too young to understand, simply loved her presence. Sarah and I watched, torn between hope and fear. Months passed, and Emily stayed. She got a job, a small apartment, a life. The kids began to call her Mom, again, tentative at first, then with warmth. One night, Mia showed me a drawing of family, all 5 of us, under a starry sky. "This is us now," she said. I cried, not for the years we'd lost, but for the ones we might gain. Emily's return didn't erase the pain, But it taught me something profound. Love, even when broken, can mend. It's not perfect, not without scars, but it's real. We're a family again, not the one we were, but the one we're building, one fragile, hopeful step at a time.